It started with a scream, not from the victim, but from the killer, because by the time they realized what they had done, Jeremy Blake was already gone. This is Dead Air, and tonight we unravel the chilling mystery of the promising young radio intern who vanished without a trace, and the small-town station that may have been hiding a signal no one was meant to hear. Jeremy Blake was 21, a broadcast journalism student from Chicago. He landed a summer internship at a dusty little AM radio station in rural Pennsylvania, WPRD 680, just outside the town of Chester Ridge. Population 4,122, one gas station, one diner, and one murder no one talks about anymore. His mother said he was thrilled. His final text to her, sent at 11:38 p.m. on July 17th, simply read, "You were right. Something is wrong here. He was never seen again." Let's rewind. Chester Ridge doesn't make the news, not unless a deer runs through someone's window or the annual corn festival runs out of butter. But in 2003, the town did hit headlines, briefly, when the former WPRD station manager, Martin Harrow, was found dead in the soundproof booth, with the door locked from the inside. Cause of death, heart failure. But no one could explain the blood on the floor, or the strange looping audio found in the archives that night. It was dismissed, brushed under the rug, and the station changed hands. Fast forward 20 years. Jeremy takes the internship. He's assigned to late-night board operation, meaning he babysits the control board from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., mostly alone, airing syndicated talk shows and local ad spots. But Jeremy, he was curious, too curious. He started combing through old station logs and audio reels in his downtime. And then he found something. A set of unlabeled tapes. Static and nonsense mostly, until you slow them down. Backmask them. On one, buried beneath the noise, a voice. It said, "I never left. I just changed my frequency." Jeremy made a recording of that tape and emailed it to his roommate in Chicago. That was the same night he sent his mother the eerie final text. And then, silence. When Jeremy failed to show up for shift change the next morning, the station manager called the sheriff. His car was still in the gravel lot, his backpack still in the break room, and inside it, a small, handheld tape recorder. But the tape had been ripped out and was missing. Security footage from that night showed Jeremy arriving at 9:56 p.m. Then, nothing. From 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., every camera in the building goes dark, and when they return, Jeremy is gone. The sheriff's office ruled it a voluntary disappearance, suggested maybe he got overwhelmed, ran off. But his bank account was untouched, his phone never pinged again. And the station? They stopped running the overnight shift entirely. But here's where it gets even stranger. 6 months later, the new intern, a girl named Celine Morgan, claimed she started hearing someone else broadcasting between scheduled shows. She said the feed would cut briefly, just for a few seconds, and she'd hear Jeremy's voice, whispering, crying, begging. "Get me out. I didn't go. I'm still here." Celine recorded one of those moments. We verified it, and it's real. Don't turn it off. They buried me in the airwaves." You might be wondering, where's the twist? Here's the first one. That night in 2003, the night Martin Harrow was found dead, he wasn't alone. There was an intern then, too, another young college student. His name was Nathan Blake, Jeremy's uncle. No one knew, not until we found the paperwork during our investigation. Nathan never spoke of his time at WPRD, not even to Jeremy. But we found something else, too. Nathan Blake is currently serving a 17-year sentence in Ohio for manslaughter. He killed a man in 2011, by shoving him into a commercial radio tower during a thunderstorm. Nathan never offered a motive. He said only one thing in court. I thought it would stop the signal. One more twist. Last month, this year, 2025, WPRD was demolished after a fire gutted the studio overnight. Arson is suspected, but no one was inside. Or so they thought. Because when the foundation was cleared, they found something underneath the control room. A sealed concrete subroom, never shown on blueprints. Inside it, 2 chairs, 1 old microphone, and scratched into the concrete wall, in childlike handwriting, 3 words. He's not gone. Jeremy Blake's body was never found, but his voice, it might still be on the air. And if you're listening to WPRD's former frequency, 680 AM, after midnight, some people claim you can still hear it. A final broadcast from a signal that should not exist. You've been listening to Dead Air, a not true crime production. If you think you've heard Jeremy's voice, if you've tuned into the wrong signal at the wrong time, we want to know, because something tells us this story isn't over, not even close.